So growing up, I had a friend, and that friend kept telling me that he's gonna go to the gym. And when I asked him like why he hasn't, started going to the gym, he's been talking about, going to the gym for like 2 weeks now. But he kept saying to me that once he will have the ability to do, like at least 15 push-ups, then he will go to the gym so that no one will think that he's like a weak ass. So, that was a kind of a strange logic, but I mean, I kind of get it, right? And I think that is most people. And that is the mindset of a lot of people, that they think that they have to be perfect before starting something. And they got to have the best equipments. They got to have the best, just articulation skills. They got to have the best, overall just perfect. You got to be perfect to start. So that's the mindset that most people have. Even with starting like a business or working on some ideas, they feel like they got to know everything about what they're doing. They feel like once they'll know what to do from the start until the end, once they have the clear vision of what they want to do, then only they'll start doing. But that's not how things work. It also took me a lot of time to actually, you know, just realize that it's just not how things work. You just have to start, and once you keep starting and just keep taking the next steps, you will start to see new things. You'll start to figure out yourself that you thought you haven't figured out. And it takes time. It just takes a lot of effort. It just takes a lot of consistency, right? But it does not have to be perfect. Your first step does not have to be perfect, but you just got to get started. And once things start to accumulate, you can then start to polish that. You know, it does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be beautiful, at the start. You know, you just got to get started. And then only you'll give yourself the chance to actually be good at that. Or you'll give yourself the ability to actually make your ideas or your business good. Or, I don't think there's a term called perfect. I don't think it exists. I mean, there's a term called perfect, but I don't think perfection exists. But you will give yourself the time to be really good. And the only way you can actually get good is once you give yourself the chance to actually be shit. Once you start ugly. Because not everything is perfect. Even like me, just speaking on camera, like at first, like I used to like probably, like my videos look so low effort, right? But even this video, like, just takes a lot of like retakes, and like I just keep making the same video again and again because it's not good, you know, because I fucked up so many times. Like I just keep recording that again and again. But nowadays it's getting less. Like I'm actually, messing up my words quite less. It's my second language, so it's gonna take a lot of time, obviously. But I gave myself the chance to actually, just start and actually get to the path of becoming, I guess, good at speaking one day, right? And just so you just gotta start, man. And I don't want to say anything. I don't want to make this video big, but just give yourself the time. Don't just put so much pressure that you gotta be perfect at the start. You don't gotta be perfect. You just gotta start, and the start is necessary. And you can, like I said, you can polish and make it beautiful later. You can just definitely do that. You can always improve. There's always a chance to improve. But if you don't start, there's no way you can improve. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to share.